Hello everyone and happy Friday. It is March 29th, 2024. My name is Kyle. This is Mrs. Olson, and of course it's time for Maker Notes. And today we're talking about a one hank project. So we want something simple to work on. There's no ends to weave in. It's pretty simple to make this shawl. This is called the Ather Shawl. It is by Amy van der Leer, and it uses just one hank of our featured yarn. The yarn is called Tromsida. This is what it looks like. This is a 100% silk, mulberry silk. There's 875 yards in a 100-gram hank. This is color number 7. That's what we used to make the sample here. So this yarn is so wonderful. 875 yards in that hank, and you use it to make this really beautiful shawl. So it is silk. Come back here so you can see. I mean, it just drapes beautifully, which we can see because the magic of video. And look at the pattern. Is that not amazing? I mean, it is so, so pretty. So the way that you work this project, you start down at the point, down here at the point of the shawl, and you work your way back up to the widest part. And then you're going to pick up all the way around the two angle sides and do some garter stitch. And that is what makes the little border here, this little edge. So again, just one hank is all you need. And Tromsida, lucky you, is 20% off now through the end of March. So you get 20% off of the yarn. And then if you buy a hank of this yarn, we're gonna gift you this pattern, which we will buy from Amy, from the designer, through Ravelry. So if you have a Ravelry account, tell us your Ravelry ID in the notes, and then we will add that pattern to your library. If you don't have Ravelry or you don't use it, that's fine too. We'll just send it to whatever email address you use when you check out. What else can I tell you? Oh, we'll print a copy. We'll print a copy of it for you. We'll include that in with the order. So you'll have your yarn, you'll have your pattern, you'll need a needle. We'll talk about needles in a second. And of course, a little bit of time, which we can't tell you. You have to use your own time, I guess. So speaking of time, you're gonna wanna take some time when you receive your yarn. It's gonna come like this in a hank, and you'll wanna wind this into a ball by hand. So we encourage people to do that because silk is notorious, lace weight yarn is notorious for getting tangled up, causing all kinds of conundrums. So what I will do generally is I'll put it onto a Swift, you know, the yarn Swift. If you have one, great. If you don't have one, maybe you have a friend who can hold the yarn for you while you wind this into a ball. So either a Swift or a friend. And then I will take a new tennis ball, not one that the dog's been playing with that's gross or anything, but a nice clean tennis ball, and use that as sort of a foundation to hand wind this ball of yarn. And just wind it for a while and then change directions, wind a little more, change directions again. Keep doing that through the entire hank of yarn. And once it's all wound up and ready to go, you're ready to cast on, and you don't have to worry about that yarn getting tangled. So that is what I need to say about this beautiful yarn. Again, 875 yards in this 100-gram hank. It's all mulberry silk, and you can see the shine if I hold it still long enough. Beautiful shine on this yarn. It is really lovely. It's one of the nicest silk yarns that I've ever seen. If perhaps you know someone who's going to get married, this is a lovely ivory color. This is color 54. You can see all the colors on the website, of course. Make a stunning white shawl. Can't you just see how beautiful it would be? I mean, Stephanie here, there's a picture of Stephanie in that really bright yellow dress. It looks really great with that solid color under it. It also would look just really beautiful. Ivory dress, ivory shawl. How pretty would that be? So that's that one. This is color 11. This is Celadon. So pretty. And you can kind of see that shimmer in there as well. Then I have a purple here. This is color 22. It's a very vibrant purple. It would be a bold, beautiful shawl. And then the last solid that we pulled to show you is this one. I think this is color 16. It's just a really vibrant green. So check out those solids, and of course, if you'd like to be even more bold. So I think the solid probably shows the patterning the most clearly, but there are also other colors. These are multis. This is color 112, and these are all hand-dyed. I think a really fun shawl. This one is also really pretty. This is 106. I like this one. I don't know if this is my favorite or if this other one is my favorite. So this is 106. This is the other option that we pulled. This is color 101, which is also really pretty. So whichever one you like, it just takes one hank. You're gonna have 4 ends, I guess, to weave in. So you have the cast on and bind off, right? So cast on and bind off, and then you need to pick up to do that border. So there might be 4 ends, it might just be 3, depending on how that bind off works before you do the border. So check that out if you're interested. Grab the Trumpsida now through the end of the month. Enjoy that 20% off discount on this really lovely yarn. It also could, of course, be used for lots of other things. You could carry this yarn along with another yarn to give it some strength or stability because it is made of silk, or make something else with it. You can do all kinds of stuff with yarn, right? Other things in today's newsletter would be the Skacel by Addie bamboo needles. So this is the interchangeable set. This is the click set. The bamboo is slow growth bamboo. It's from Japan. And this interchangeable set has some papers, has a little inspection thing. Brigitte, it looks like, inspected this. And this has a whole series of the interchangeable tips, and then inside here, of course, there are cords, and there's a connector to connect the cords to make them longer. So the interchangeable sets for the bamboo collection are 20% off as well through the end of the month, yay. And the fixed circulars, which is what this is a 24-inch US 3 or 3.25 millimeter. It is a lovely, wonderful needle to use, especially when you're working with when working with silk, sorry. The bamboo needle has a little bit of, we'll say, tooth to it. So it holds on to the silk yarn really nicely, as opposed to a metal needle, which often has a more slick finish, and it just sort of, the yarn slides a lot more wildly, we'll say, wild silk. So I would recommend a bamboo needle if you're going to, or a wood needle of some kind when you are making this shawl. And so just to make it easy and fun for you, 20% off the bamboo needles now through the end of the month as well. Then, since we're talking spring, we got some new stitch markers. These are from our friends at Firefly Notes. This is the Spring Stitch Marker Pack. I don't want to open this, so I'm going to show you the picture here. There are 2 each of 4 fun little enamel stitch markers that are in here, and these have the closed ring. You can get these, there's only a handful of these, so hopefully you're watching this early, you can get onto our website and grab one now. They are super, super cute. From Firefly Notes, they're in Richmond, British Columbia, up in Canada. And we love their stuff, so it's fun to be able to bring a little spring to you today. And I think that might be it. So go grab your favorite color of Trumpsida, or a couple of them if you want. Enjoy the 20% off of that. And the Skacel by Addie bamboo knitting needles now through the end of the month. Have a wonderful weekend. It is the weekend. Hopefully we'll get a little sun again. We had some sunny weather, I think, last weekend. So let's have some more again in Seattle here. Have a great weekend, everyone. I'll see you again on Tuesday. Thanks for watching. Bye.